So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
The Tower. June 2011. This is in the Tower.
When did this game come out? The Beginner's Guide.
I forgot.
It
Quite a
is
while
really
ago.
a beginner's
This is
guide.
where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
This gonna close. It's all gonna close.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
What?
And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, no, I'm already done with that. It's really cool though.
Hey, that's a Stanley Parable type.
Texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a source default or
It is.
something.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the
Wow.
invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Did he actually have to figure it out on
Yeah,
his own?
he had to figure it out.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17.
Actually, that's a good code.
It is. Although you should never have your first number be 1.
It's probably true. Wait. It's
That
really
was
well
cool.
done, though.
It is very well done.
It'd be really cool if you added a little bit to it to like to give
Look
you
at
like
that.
hints. Like if you added small little areas to give you the hints to solve the actual puzzles, then it'd be amazing.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
What?
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Can you close it?
Sure enough, there's a switch.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
He was trying to help his friend.
I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Dang.
Aww.
This is crazy. It reminds
I
me
just
of
felt
walking.
so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be hard for me. To
Yeah.
have like a close friend, try to help them.
Where did I screw up?
Yep.
It's like I want to lighten it. Like first thing seeing all this, I want to lighten it.
Thank you for your interest.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did.
Oof.
I poisoned it for you.
That hurts.
Yeah.
So it was like a message to him shutting that he shut himself off from him.
Yep.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Wait, what?
He did mention how he changed the cleaning thing to make it end. So you could go out.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Wow.
Can't this game technically be taken down then? I can see why he thinks it feels like a spot. This actually is making me feel bad for the narrator.
Yeah.
Originally, it made me feel bad for Kyoto.
to steal his
I'm
game.
afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself. That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because
Well, they're
I know that I
closing
did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
I'm so confused.
Epilogue.
It feels like Koto's sad, but then it changes to the narrative. In some ways, it doesn't feel exactly real. It feels kind of like a game ending. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like,
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
It's like, it's hard to tell, is it real? Or is it part of the game?
Oh,
Is he
it's
actually-
real. No, this is...
no, I think this is the story that they made up for this game.
Because it feels real, but at the same time...
Well, I'm sure we'll find out, Stacey. Don't worry about it.
He said he wants the
I kind
wholeness.
of don't want to believe it's real.
He wants the wholeness that Coda has, but remembering the game with the
Solution.
teacher.
Solution.
The people you look up to aren't perfect. And then he said he just wants to know that he'll eventually be okay. The prison game that had the call saying that it was going to be okay.
Because part of the reason why it feels like a game is because the roles flipped.
Mm-hmm. The train has arrived. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
That was really cool.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
immediate reaction to this is I want to say something that lifts up the feeling.
Well, I'm sure we'll get something. We just have to wait.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, it's hard to add commentary because it's such an atmosphere and quiet game.
Yep.
My immediate reaction to anything that's down low is to bring it up. So it's like...
Yeah. I get that.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now?
So who created this game? This map?
Oof.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
What is that? Flag?
It's a flag. Dang, I feel so silenced right now.
The shadows are green.
Yeah.
It's a cool effect.
Indeed. I want to get in one of those holes.
Like that?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
I didn't mean to.
Prison.
Prison. This is my one chance. What if I don't take it? Like, what if it doesn't stop?
Aw. Dang it.
That would have been cool.
Can't get squashed up into the hole again.
Well, this is insane.
It's a deafening silence. You don't want to talk.
I know. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Deafening silence.
Just the atmosphere it brings.
Yep. Even just this corridor. Oh!
Is that
Oh,
the
is that
whisper machine?
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Death is never the answer.
It's not about death. I don't think the whisper machine was a metaphor for life. I think it was a metaphor for creative flow.
Influences.
Creative flow.
Do we get a fly up? Yes. Ooh.
Ooh.
I love that.
Whoa!
Ooh. Oh.
Imagine trying to get out of that maze.
There is no
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's amazing. My eyes.
It's like a QR code.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
could turn a QR code into a maze.
Yeah.
Well, only some of them.
It's a great ending.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And
Deafening
you're
silence.
so tired, but I know that
What?
you're
I thought Coda made these games. Who are all these people?
Maybe they helped put together this. Because
They
technically he
did.
made each individual game, but they still have to put it together and get rid of
Well,
It's also Patreon's version or something like that.
no,
I bet
I
it's
don't think this
donors.
is a real thing that happened.
I think it definitely is.
I
With
think
an introduction like, "Hi, I'm this guy. I made the Stanley Parable. Let me tell you about my friend Coda."
It's to make it seem real.
I don't know.
I feel like at least some parts are real. I can't tell if it's all
Read all
real.
the chapter names.
Intro whistle backwards. That was great.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I think House was my favorite.
Yeah.
Or the cleaning one.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think it's really dark.
Down is my favorite one. Just for those people you find and they ask you how to get back through the puzzle, only for
Yeah.
you to realize there's no way to go back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and comment below what your favorite chapter was.
Oh, actually, it was down that my favorite was. I was mixing up house and
You
down.
liked Down?
Yeah. I said the house and the cleaning one, but the
Down
house is
was
actually
good.
the cleaning one.
Yep.
Well, actually, I like the house too.
I can't
think
pick
I
a
like the down.
favorite one. That's insane.
My favorite thing about the down is you fall, you slow fall.
I did like
I like
Mobius. Mobius was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just click. Yeah.
Dang.
Before you can tell the truth, you must first open your eyes.
And that island was also so cool because it was just like,
So awful and
Uh-huh.
raw and...
It seemed like he was trying to heal in the island, but then it just destroyed everything in the machine.
Yep.
See, that's what it is confusing, because like throughout the entire game, except for the last part, it seems like Coda's starting to fall. But
Yeah.
then at the last part, it shows Coda as being wholesome and knowing what he's doing.
Well, no one's knowing what they're doing.
That's true.
That's just what the narrator thinks.
Yeah. Well, this is a great game, guys.
We should...
It's a great
so,
game.
Yeah.
He said his email at the beginning. Should we try emailing that email?
Maybe. I think we gotta wrap up here. We've been recording for almost 2 hours.
Well, maybe we'll email.
Alright.
Leaving you guys on this very sad,
Yeah.
deafening silent note.
Wasn't that a great game?
That was a great
though?
game. I liked it. I liked it.
Do you,
I don't even
Feel
feel like I
less
should say
alone.
I subscribe.
hearing all these notes from the internet we've left in the game for you?
Please like and subscribe if you want us to play more games like this. And any suggestions would be great. Game
Alright.
suggestions are always welcome.
Yep.